What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So for Christmas this year, in addition to several large bags of coal, I got this cool Rotopax unit you see behind me here, so I thought it'd be fun to do a quick install video and a general product review in case any of you guys are interested in getting something like this for some exterior storage solutions for your truck. So let's see what we're talking about here. And to show you just how much stuff you can fit on the inside of these, check this out. Oh, actually this is for my weekend trip, sorry about that. Now I know the Rotopax is not a huge storage container, but I think you will be pleasantly surprised with how much stuff you can actually fit inside. So just to show you what I have on the inside of mine. Alright, got some cable right here. Got a pair of work gloves, assorted bungee cords, little mini flashlight. This is my high lift slider adapter. Some tie down straps. My ARB tire deflator. Got some twine here in the corner. These are the stakes to be used with my ARB awning. And then these are the various attachments for my water port. So as you can see, even though it is a relatively small space and you do have to orient stuff around the centerpiece, obviously, you can fit quite a bit of stuff in there if you just space it out strategically. And lastly, I thought it would be fun to test to see just how weatherproof these Rotopax canisters are. So I put a bunch of dry paper towels in here. I'm going to go ahead and strap it down. I'm going to put it upright because that's how it will be oriented on my vehicle. And then I'm going to just pour water over it, over the top, just to simulate some natural rainfall. And then I'll open it up and see if there's any dampness or moisture on the paper towels. And moment of truth. These did get pretty wet here in the middle, so that is a little surprising. It's really dry right here in the corner, but it looks like the middle part right here, it's damp right here where my hand is, and then down the side over here. So just be aware of that. I would not recommend putting anything on the inside of these that is water sensitive. Just put stuff that's perfectly fine. Getting it wet will not ruin or damage it. In addition to the actual Rotopax unit, you will need one of the Rotopax mounting units. I actually went with the locking one for security, obviously. Rotopax does provide you with all the hardware to mount this when you get the whatever mounting unit you're going with. In my case, I went with the locking one. For my application, this is going on my KB Voodoo bed rack on the side, and these washers are too small. They do fit across the slot where I'm going to install this, but I went ahead and got some slightly bigger stainless steel washers from Home Depot just to give it a little added stability when it's mounted on the side of the rack. Technically, you don't need these for the install, but anytime I'm mounting something where it's metal on metal contact with washers or whatever, I like to get some of these neoprene or rubber washers. Usually you can get these anywhere from Home Depot or Lowe's. You protect the surface wherever it's mounting from scratches and another point of rust infection. You can see with the Rotopax actual base mounting plate, it orients either vertical or horizontal, so you just need to figure out which application you want to go with. For mine, I'm going to put my Rotopax here in the vertical spot just because it'll fit pretty much perfectly. As you can see right here, so once it's installed, it'll probably sit just about like that, which is, I think, pretty close to perfect where I have my axe and everything over there. Of course, if you have the space wherever you're mounting it, you could also do it sideways like this. The first thing you need to do with the locking twist handle is to remove the actual locking piece. Just twist right off. You can see with the long threaded bolt right there. Next, you're going to take the base of the locking handle and actually mount it to the Rotopax base. When you do this, you want to make sure the threaded side right here is pointing away from the base. You can see the bottom side is not threaded. To do that, all you do is take these two supplied bolts, feed them through on the back under these humped parts right here you can see, and just tighten that down to the bottom of the plate. And once assembled, here's what the locking base and the actual base plate look like. You can see you just tighten these down hand tight. Next part, as I mentioned before, you can install this horizontally or vertically, so you just need to remember my Rotopax is actually going to be sitting on the side of my bed rack like this. So this piece will actually go behind right here and be sticking out. So when I install this on the side of my bed rack, this is exactly how I'll do it. If you want to do yours so the Rotopax is laying horizontally, then you would install it so this part is vertically. So just keep that in mind. Just wanted to mention this real quickly, but on my Rotopax for this locking T-handle with the lockout, you see right there on the right side, these are supposed to swing freely like they are right now. But when I first had mine, these two pieces were, it felt like they were fused together. I could not get them loose. So what I did for that, I put the bottom part in a vise, the cloth wrapped around it so it wouldn't scratch the finish here, and then I took a padded mallet and just gently tapped the top a few times, and it did come loose, but I was not able to twist those off. So if you get yours and they do not swing freely like that with any effort, you might want to try that trick. And once you get everything assembled, that is what the mounting plate will look like on the side of my Voodoo rack. You can see you do have two more mounting squares down here and the necessary hardware, but there's really no way to make that work on my rack. So these two bolts should be fine, because even fully loaded, the Rotopax is probably only going to weigh 10 or 15 pounds. So those two bolts secured from the other side should be plenty to hold it on there nice and secure. And here's the back side. Just wanted to point this out real quick. With these larger washers, you can see I centered them up as best as I could just to give some even support. You don't want this to be lopsided, either with more hanging on the top or the bottom side. So just center them up as best as you can. Okay guys, and with the mounting plate oriented however you like it, next you just take the actual Rotopax, and you can see it slips right over. Again, for mine, doing the horizontal right there, fits perfectly with the X. Once you get your T-bar so the top spins loose from the bottom, just to get everything ready to go ahead and guide it in the hole there and get it started. You're going to keep the indents on the bottom piece lined up with the indents on the actual Rotopax. So then you just hold that in place and twist the outside piece and it will lower down. As soon as that starts tightening, really you just tighten it as far as you want it to go. Obviously the tighter you go, within reason, the less it will actually shake around. So I'm going to get mine as tight as possible. And I'll stop right there. You can see there is a lock hole on both sides, so you can do it half turn at a time, getting it as tight as you want. So you get the locking mechanism back in there. You might need to give it a quick push. Turn it to lock and you are good to go. One quick thing to point out, and if you do any Google or YouTube research on these locking Rotopax handles, these locking mechanisms need to be maintained on a regular basis, and it looks like you can either hit them. I'm going to probably hit mine once a week, especially because it is wintertime. Get a little WD-40 in there, or I also saw that PB Blaster works, because otherwise they will start to corrode very quickly and fail, so just be aware of that. You can't just install this and leave it and expect it to keep working, so as with anything that's exposed to the elements, so just be aware of that. Alright everyone, that will do it for the Rotopax pack mount install and little review. Hope you found the video useful. If you did, please comment below. Let me know if you think you might want to go with this for your outside storage needs on your Tacoma. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I upload, which is twice a week. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.